Hi, America. Spring has sprung, which means spring scrimmages have came and gone like a distant memory we will cherish for the next 3 months. Here is our up-to-the-minute college football update. We first must turn our attention to the ACC, a conference so fragile it makes fine china look like industrial steel. Let's begin with the first-place losers themselves, the U. Darian Mensah, the transfer from Duke, has solidified his role in Coral Gables. He threw for 3 scores and demonstrated a command of the pocket. His chemistry with fellow Duke defector Cooper Barkett was immediate. Barkett hauled in a 29-yard score. On the defensive side, Justin Scott was an absolute nightmare, overpowering linemen. And Damon Wilson, the Missouri transfer, consistently disrupted the backfield. Dalen Upshaw also took advantage of increased reps to secure a 33-yard touchdown. However, the backup quarterback situation was a mixed bag. No clear leader emerged between Judd Anderson and Luke Nickel. The second-string offensive line struggled, and freshman linebacker J.J. Edwards dropped a potential interception. Clearly, the boy has hands as slippery as a car wash floor. Stay focused, son. On another note, true freshman tackle Jackson Cantwell impressed early as a projected multi-year starter on a line replacing 4 starters. Moving now to Durham, where we transition from the flashy to the functional. It's Duke. The white team's defense was dominant, securing a victory with 3 interceptions. Quarterback Dan Mahan guided the offense to 2 scores, including a strike to Javon Solomon. Solomon's footwork in the end zone was so precise, it reminded me of myself. Impeccable. And let's talk about Dylan Flowers. A fitting name for a spring game, though he was anything but delicate, his acrobatic sideline interception swung the entire momentum. Despite the defense utilizing a modified scoring system to make themselves feel better, the offense struggled mightily outside of scoring drives. 4 turnovers? That is an academic tragedy, Duke. Now we head to Clemson. Dabo Swinney is currently sitting on a seat so hot, I'm surprised his trousers haven't ignited. Perhaps that's why he showed extra speed in his sprint onto the field. Christopher Vizina has claimed the QB1 throne with poise. He found true freshman Gordon Sellers for a one-handed touchdown catch that was, quite frankly, spectacular. On the ground, Give the Kid Davidson dominated with 80 yards on just 9 carries. Merritt and Burley were unblockable on the defensive front, combining for 5 sacks. Kicker Nolan Hauser missed from 48 and 51 yards. Dabo looked as dissatisfied as I am with a lukewarm scotch. Thankfully, new coordinator Chad Morris has increased the tempo, so they are finally attacking downfield. A fun fact for you, Georgia Tech was founded in 1885, roughly the last time their offensive line looked like a cohesive unit. Alberto Mendoza has consolidated his position as the favorite for the starting job. The boy can play, folks. Jordan Walker and Alabama transfer Noah Carter were unblockable. The defensive front might be the best in the ACC, which is like being the tallest building in Hawaii. Head coach Brent Key has officially named Mendoza the starter. To Chapel Hill, where the local news is dominated by Bill Belichick's young girlfriend, Max Johnson, and Connor Harrell are locked in a command struggle. Johnson is the mid-range technician. Harrell is the athlete. Meanwhile, USC transfer Darwin Barlow is providing a physical presence the backfield hasn't seen in years. The program is moving toward a run-heavy identity in the post-Drake May era. But the kicking? Abysmal. Misses from beyond 40 yards. Situational awareness in the secondary is also a concern. It's as if they forgot the ball can be thrown high into the air. And finally, we go to Syracuse to talk about a whole lot of beef and a specialist with a Woody. No, I mean a specialist named Woody. Trip Woody gave the entire crowd a Woody by nailing a 50-yard game winner as time expired. A perfect 3 for 3 on the day. The boy can be a Cuse hero this season. Humari Hatcher was the offensive MVP, and the defensive line, Merritt and Burley, recorded 9 combined sacks. To emphasize fun, Coach Fran Brown had 6'7", 400-pound tackle Byron Washington returning punts. That is a lot of beef, America. That's like an Arby's restaurant coming at your face. The defense held the white team to -4 rushing yards. Syracuse is playing with a violence I haven't seen since the last White House event. There you have it, the ACC, a collection of programs trying their best, while Miami tries to remember how it ended up in the national championship last year. I am Rico Swavae, the voice of college football. Stay prestigious, and good night, America.